Alright guys, here it is. Here's the part I've been cleaning up all the rust out. These are the pulleys, and as you can see, this I just went through the vinegar only, okay, and I had to dry it up to see how good it looks. And basically all the rust is almost gone. It's just that I don't know if I can focus this in here or not, but see that it still has some little rust. But what I'm gonna do after the vinegar and of course after the baking soda, I'm gonna go through baking soda one more time. Just the next thing I'll do is baking soda, and then I'm gonna have to use some sandpaper after I dry it up. Use some sandpaper to sand up all the ridges here on the pulley. These are the actual pulley that goes on the belt, okay guys? So it needs to be clean. If it cannot be so rough. If it's rough that all the teeth is messed up, you might want to go ahead and exchange a new one. Mine looks almost like teeth almost messing up too. So I don't know if I should reuse this or not, but I'm gonna try to sand it up after cleaning all the rust out. I'm gonna sand it up, and then of course I think I'm gonna paint it too. I'm gonna paint all around it, and I might have to paint this coat here to black or so, to see if all the teeth is clean up or not. If the teeth is still crooked and messed up, I would have to buy me new pulleys or go to the junkyard. As far as the other parts like these right here, that's being clean. It's not like totally clean with the baking soda. I'll go over that. But here, these are the part that I missed, so I have to clean this rust out on this part. I will have to do something with this here. It's so hard that I can't even take this bolt out on this brackets here. So I will have to use a cutter to cut it. I'm gonna use a saw cut to cut this. A little, I think a little sander saw to cut this brackets out, so I can get to this hole right here, so I can soap this all this rust on this hole. I'm gonna have to reuse this. I have to reuse this because, or I have to buy that part is probably like $20 or more. So I'm not trying to buy anything like that. Also, I need to clean the rust out of this power steering revolver too, as much as I can. And all the bolt has been cleaned. Now let me take you guys to what I'm doing with the idler pulley brackets here. As you can see here, I got the idler pulley brackets on my vise, and just basically mounting on right, so I gotta know exactly which side is which. This side over here, it has the part number, and this is the bolt right here. And then what I took out is the idler pulley. You see that? It's coming off like that, okay? This side over here is on this side, and this side over here is on this side. So basically it's on like that, okay? And it has this little shield right here, the shimmer or whatever. And also in here it has the pivot bolt. The pivot bolt is pretty big. I don't want to take it out because I'm using one hand right now, but basically it's a big pivot bolt. It's in the middle, and basically in the middle of pivot bolt it has the two O-rings right there, two different kind of O-rings right there, and also the last thing is the nuts right there, okay, that's grabbing on mounting on to this bracket here. See, the bracket here has a hole, and basically this bracket here, this hole right here, is basically, it's just shaped as the pivot bolt. And the pivot bolt in the middle of on this side of the pivot bolt, I can't let you guys see on the middle, but basically the pivot bolt at the end, it has this ridges same side like that, so it's not like round all the way, okay? If you see a pivot bolt, you know what I'm talking about. It's not all the way around. It has like a rectangle looking on the end of the bolts. So basically that's about it, guys. I'm gonna have to reuse this, or I buy new bolts and new ring if I wanted to. And of course I'm thinking I'm gonna have to reuse this shim right here. This shim right here, I mean, you can buy it too if you go to the dealer and they sell you this idler pulley, include these parts, that's good, including the pivot bolts, that's even better, okay? So but this is what I use, guys. I spray with the BB Blast first because it's really rust and it's really hard. And I have to use the hammer. Also, I have to use this extension with the wrenches so I can, like, take out losing this nuts right here, because this nuts is like really hard, guys. I gotta put this bracket down to the vise, and then just start by use a wrench to loosen it. And of course I was using a hammer. I didn't even try to use this yet, the extension, but I used the hammer to bang the wrench down, and that was losing the nuts right there. So that's basically it, guys. That's how I losing the nuts, the rust nuts on this idler pulley brackets off of the brackets. So now I can actually clean the brackets, soap the brackets, you know, get the rust out of the brackets before I paint it. I'm thinking about painting the brackets too. Also, I need to take out this bolt too. So the same way I'm gonna take out the other the pulley, it's the same way I'm taking out the bolts. Spray some BB blast, mount it on this vise right here, mount it real hard, okay? Because it will wiggling if you don't mount it real hard. And just basically take out this bolt here. I might can reuse this bolt, and I might not. So I don't know, but bolts are pretty cheap. You know, just go to the dealer or go to like a Hulk or somewhere, you know, a pot hardware store or Lowe's somewhere, and get you the same size bolt nuts. It don't have to be exactly the same, but it has to be the same size bolt thread, okay? All right, guys, so you want to modify or cut your bolt however you want to. All right, it's up to you. But the bracket has to be the same brackets, okay? You can't use different brackets from different car. And of course, you gotta reorder. I gotta reorder this brand new idler pulley too. So yes, this pulley, I don't think I'm gonna reuse this. It's really rust. I'm not gonna even think about soaping, but I'm going to reuse the bolts and the nuts, and you know, probably the O-ring too, but I doubt I'm gonna reuse the bolt and the O-ring. I'm probably not gonna use the perfect bolt either. The perfect bolt is cost around $5 or $6 at the dealership. So I'm gonna have to try to buy all this new, okay? Not trying to reuse all that, but I'm going to have to repaint the brackets and reuse the bracket, and trying to find how to mount on my car after this being cleaned out. Because so far I took this bracket off and all the parts off, and I didn't take a picture before, and now I'm gonna have a hard time doing that. So I have to print out a blueprint or something from the manual from the dealer, so I can put all my parts back together on my 99 Eclipse convertible Eclipse, the 2.4 liter. All right, guys, that's it, guys. That's how I do my thing here. You know, then after this, I'm gonna have to soap again with baking soda. I ran out of vinegar, so I have to go get another gallon of vinegar, and which is pretty cheap at Family Dollar or Walmart. You can always get that.